Oh, why didn't you say anything, chat? Okay, never mind. Patimus did. But yeah, we know the team, so we know the team's morph. Okay, different leads though. Carson with Instant Grimmsnarl and Andrew deciding to go with the AV Grimmsnarl. AV Grimmsnarl. Obviously, yeah. AV Grimmsnarl, my favorite set. I mean, wasn't there an AV Grimmsnarl somewhere once? I don't know. No, Connor, have a safe trip home, and again, you can be proud of yourself after the rough start. Top 8 is still good, and see you. Have a good flight. But you literally did at the same second. So what can happen here? The instant can obviously fake out to prevent screens. Both Miraidon players can Draco each other, but both of them can Terra as well. You might as well just click Vote Switch into the Grimmsnarl or Vote Switch into the Instant, but we just see Fake Out Electro Drift and no Light Screen. But a Survival. No, like, just Spirit Break, okay? If this was okay, it's very interesting to see a raw Spirit Break. We also saw that the Miraidon from Andrew, I think it flinched before Carson moved. We don't know the speed interactions. Let me check really quick if they played against each other in Swiss. Andrew Ding against Carson Confer. They did not play against each other in Swiss. So yeah, we see light screen and Andrew is faster and KOs. Rough start, but maybe you can take you can take an advantage of that because you click parting shot and now the Miraidon is -3, and that's another win for U-turn, by the way, because U-turn would have KO'd the Grimmsnarl, but since your pivoting move is parting shot, it's a little rough. You can go Ursaluna here to get the Flame Orb going, and you can click Facade into Miraidon plus Trick Room with Lunala. Sounds like a very reasonable play. You are not threatened too much, so I would definitely do that. So yeah, we see the Flame Orb switching. The question is, do you actually want a Facade if the Lunala could switch in? Electric Seed Lunala, obviously annoying. Both of the Miraidon players didn't Terra because they know they need the Terra for Lunala, because if you Terra the Miraidon, your Lunala is susceptible to Moongazer's Beam. So, yeah, I mean, it is not bad. You can take advantage of it. Like, what is the Grim doing here? I mean, Reflect is not amazing, Scott, because now we could see a Fake Out into the Grim again and Headlong Rush into Miraidon, but that's not amazing because, depending on what Andrew bought in the back, I think it's Lunala for sure. Is it Urshifu or is it the Ursaluna? I don't think you bring Instant and Grimmsnarl. Not super unlikely because like Fake Out is always good to have. But then you are very susceptible to opposing Miraidon. I mean, Urshifu doesn't really help against Miraidon, but you want something that can actually deal damage other than Lunala and your own Miraidon. Okay, Fake Out doesn't KO, but I think you take it. As Scott said, you don't want to take the KO necessarily. That Vote Switch did a ton. That's -3 Assault Vest Miraidon. It is not, Connor, it is not. Maybe it was earlier. But yeah, we see the Lunala. I think he clicked Headlong Rush, so you at least break the Shadow Shield, but it's not a lot of damage, unfortunately, for Carson. I think it's 20? Yeah. So now we will see a Reflect, and so your damage gets even lower and even worse, but you can, I guess, Headlong Rush Parting Shot into Lunala and then win the Lunala speed tie. If it is a speed tie, we don't know the speed interactions. I will quickly check if the other top 4 is also a rematch. Wait, who's Luca's opponent? It is not a rematch. Luca's opponent is Dillon Kleinvehn. So, not a rematch. and that's game. Did the crit matter? It's -1. I think it should have not mattered long term. Yeah, take care, Connor, take care. I think the crit, obviously unfortunate. I will calc that. No, Slaney, probably not. But never say never. Ursa Ring. Who will be the first player to bring Ursa Ring? So yeah, you take so much damage that so you get the Headlong Rush off, and I guess next turn you have Moongeist Beam, Lunala, Facade, Grimmsnarl. So I think Andrew would have won regardless. Korn, I will figure that out really quickly. Oh, T-Wave miss. That's unfortunate. But should not matter. We also saw that the Lunala from Andrew was faster. It would be crazy if Andrew's mons all were faster. But that means the Trick Room mode for Carson would be more appealing. So the last time he did not get streamed was... Did he get streamed NAIC 2023? The one that Alex Gomez won? Okay, did he get... True versus Torvith. Did he... Yeah, I remember with Dondozo Flamigo. Did he get streamed at Fort Wayne? That was 2 months before Hartford. Or maybe Charlotte. Like, these are the 2 tournaments he finished top 16 in. He went 11-3 in both. But yeah, we just see Electro Drift knocking out the Instant. That was to be expected because the Lunala still has the Shadow Shield. And I guess you can click Moonblast into Miraidon to KO the Miraidon. But yeah, the Lunala is faster. Almost confirmed now because it happened twice in a row. No drop. If you Moonblast with Miraidon now, which he did, is there a Pokemon you can beat? Crit? But you do not beat Instant because Fake Out Moongeist Beam. You do not beat Instant, you do not beat Urshifu, you do not beat Ursaluna. And it's Ursaluna. So... yeah. I guess you beat him if he clicks Protect, and you crit with Lunala, KO with Lunala, and then you survive a Facade because you're Electric Seed, and then you Moonblast with Ursaluna twice. Okay, there is the Protect. Crit with Lunala, and... okay, they are speed tying, or he goes for Trick Room. But if you KO with Lunala here, you can win. I mean, Light Screen, so fair enough. Well, I think a crit that goes full Light Screen, it would have KO'd Lunala. And then you have to Moonblast Ursaluna twice, and you have to crit once, because Moonblast behind Light Screen into Moonblast crit would have KO'd the Lunala. So, would have KO'd the Ursaluna, and you would have survived the Facade at this point. So, you had to crit Lunala into crit Ursaluna. How funny is it, by the way, that they are speed tying? Because Trick Room is up now, and this time, Andrew's Lunala was faster. Also, what I wanted to say is, how funny is it that, like, Ursaluna, Lunala, together they are Ursa Lunala. Okay, I shut up. I will go to the toilet again. That's unfortunate, PokeChess, but it happens. Like, I also have phases where I lose everything, so don't worry about it. Oh, perfect comeback. So Miraidon Grimmsnarl again. Yay! Yay! Okay, double up on the Grimmsnarl to remove it from play. They are both attacking with Grimmsnarl. No light screen, no reflect. No Terra with Miraidon as well. But Draco KO, so Carson loses Miraidon. Huh. Who wins the Grimmsnarl speed tie? Andrew. If it was one. As I said, we don't know. I think overall it's a very good trade for Andrew. Well, yeah, no screen is huge, but I think I would have I know that you need the Terra on the Lunala, but would it have been that bad to go for Terra Electric Electro Drift plus Spirit Break? Because when you one-hit KO Grimmsnarl, you get the Spirit Break into Miraidon, so you do like 50% and get a special attack drop, and then like when you still have Miraidon alive as well, I think it's weird. But yeah, Terra Fairy, Moonguy's Beam, and Light Screen. I mean, Light Screen looks very sweet here. Or do you T-Wave with Lunala? No, we see Light Screen. I would have clicked Moonblast personally instead of Moonguy's Beam, because Moonblast would have had the chance to drop the special attack. Also hits the Ursaluna if it comes in. But it is a full mirror, yes, Mout. No, Shadow Shield is completely busted. Shadow Shield ignores everything. It ignores Sunsteel Strike, Moonguy's Beam, Mold Breaker, literally everything. Yeah, Giottas, it's over for you. Yeah, like Shadow Shield is so busted. Okay, so we see the Snarl. Technically a light screen. Even better, right? Ah, about the same. Wait. No, it's the same, I think. So we see Moonguy's Beam, which cannot drop the special attack. So, do you believe me now, Scott? I mean, this might come down to Ursaluna speed ties. You might say, oh, this looks so terrible for Carson, but I'm not ruling it out that he wins the game. It obviously looks better for Andrew, but like Carson is still in it. Now, it's not bugged, it's literally a feature. Okay, Ursaluna. And Moonblast into Ursaluna. This is tricky now. So, okay. If Andrew attacks with Ursaluna and loses with speed tie, and Carson targets Ursaluna, Carson wins. If Carson reads a protect from the Ursaluna and doubles up the Lunala, next turn we will have a speed tie that will decide the game. He can go for White Guard EQ, but White Guard EQ, I think... White Guard EQ into Facade Lunala, Moonblast Ursaluna, but that is like too passive. I think you have to hardcore if the Ursaluna protects. Moonguy's Beam, just go for Moonblast to fish for the drop. And he got it wrong, and I think this is... over? I don't understand the Moongeist beams, but... Actually, it is not over. You facade Lunala, win with Speeder. You facade Lunala, KO Lunala, Moonblast Ursaluna, KO Ursaluna, and when you have 1v1 Lunala vs Miraidon, you can Moonblast twice. Andrew probably clicks Earthquake though, and then your Lunala takes a lot of damage. But if he clicks Earthquake, and you click White Guard with your Lunala, oh my god, so many mind games. No, this is never the play. This is trolling. Unless, okay, he wants to go for Earthquake. He wants to go for Earthquake Moongeist Beam and KO Lunala that way. But no, he goes for the Facade Moonblast play. And he loses the speed tie. So, if he wins the speed tie and Facade KOs the Lunala, let's say he wins the speed tie. Facade KOs Lunala. Then Ursaluna KOs Ursaluna. And then Lunala KOs Ursaluna. And then we have -1 Lunala behind light screen. Yeah, he would have died to the burn. -1 Lunala with light screen against... how much health did the Miraidon have? I think it was it full life? If it was full life, Andrew was always winning without Moonblast crits. Was it full life? Yeah. So I think Moonblast is never a true KO because -1 Assault Vest. So you need a crit on the Miraidon. And you only have 2 turns because when Trico runs out. But critting 1 out of 2 is not super unlikely. Actually, we see the damage now. Yeah, he needed a crit. But with 1 crit, it would have been enough. Like, even special attack drops would probably not have saved him. Because... Electro Drift into Electro Drift into Electro Drift, even with drops, would have KO'd, right? Yeah, 100%. So, unless he gets a Moonblast drop into a Moonblast drop, yeah, very weird. So, Andrew actually playing for his invite. If Dillon wins, we will have World's Invite versus World's Invite on the line. Drago Blaze, that's the same for Dillon win, right? We can check. You know what's cool? You can go standings VG, no, home, 2025 championship points, VG, US and Canada, Masters. And then I can just put in the name Dillon, and then boom, we will have him immediately. But let's finish the Pokedoku first. Actually, no, let's do this first. So he is currently at 500. So if Dillon doesn't win but gets second place, he gets 320. So he would be at 820, which puts him, like with 820, you would be at 67th. But since some people here got points, I think like Wagaf got points, Daniel got points, almost top cut, you know. You will be like, I would say 85th. So he doesn't have his World's Invite if he doesn't win. Nah, no, Drago. Remember, Drago? A lot of them also have auto invites, because if we take a look here, Joe has auto invite from top 4 EUIC. Did he top 4 or did he top 8? No, he top 8'd. Wait, does Joe not have an auto invite? Does Joe with 2000 CP really not have an auto invite? This is a joke. Nah, this cannot be. Third, 10th, 6th. Yeah, he does not have an auto invite. So yeah, he has 1 second, 2 seconds, 2 second places and a third place. UIC top 8 and another regional top 8. LAC top 64. But that's crazy. But like Wiley has an auto invite. He won a special event. I think no, it was a regional. But Wiley has an auto invite. Justin has an auto invite. Carson has an auto invite. Wolf. So a lot of players with auto invites do not count into this. So also it's so crazy. Lorenzo was actually playing for the World's Travel Awards. Damn. So I think in NA it will be like 950. So currently the cutoff is around 800. It will be like 950. Actually with NAC around 1000. And in Europe it will be my prediction is it will be like 910. Yeah, Joe's consistency is really, really good. But yeah, we gotta finish this. Monotype fire. Just because I like the Mon. What's the name? It's like, it's not Scorbunny and it's not Cinderace. It's the one in between. Don't tell me. Or maybe, is there like an Alolan or Galarian Pokemon? Like, forms go crazy in this. Or legendaries, like niche legendaries. Heatran is not Mono Fire. There's something in my... Wait a second. I broke everything. GG. Andrew won, Hannes. Joe is the second best NA player after Wolf. I hate Joe's strategies. I showed, Lugi, I showed. It's like 786 for now, and the top is like Marco with over 2000. I have exactly 1600, which is funny. But yeah, a lot of really good players. Monotype fire. Like, I have so many fire types in mind, but they are all dual type. Like, I will go with... I don't want to go with a Unova one, but I have like Pyroar, Houndoom, Charizard, like all the starters, but I don't want to pick a starter either. You know what? Let's do this. Doesn't seem to be that good. Like 3% is a lot. Mono Poison. I just want to finish with now. 9%. Okay, we are so doomed. Evolved by level up, monotype. I could literally pick anything. Boom. 3%? 3%? I thought I will be cheeky and go for the first one. That is insane. Yeah, go ahead, Maud. I cannot think of it. But yeah, so here, Unova Fire. We picked Victini. Chandelure line would have been better. Volcarona, Larvest, and Reshiram, but it was not a bad pick. It was overall pretty good. Here we picked Trubbish. The worst pick possible. Among Us. Are you... This is a joke. People... Nah, this is a joke. Oh, Smog on Seasonal? Could you send me a link to, like, the Smog on Seasonal page? Like, where every... Like, just the round. You know, the opening, the OP. It's reboot, yeah, true. Here, it was level up Unova, right? What did we pick? Wait, what did I pick? There has to be like a symbol next to the one. Oh, yeah, Clang was good. Jellicent, Caracosta, Seismitoad's too bad. Ferrothorn was the best answer. Crazy. Ferrothorn being better than Dominatin Zen is insane. Thank you. If I knew there was a seasonal, I would have played it as well. That is so sad. Nobody informed me. Oh, you're playing against the Raptor? I have no clue who that is. Okay, Orikorio, what? You wanna tell me Fire Flying and people do not think about Charizard? Do you wanna, like... This is not real. Also, I gotta close some of that stuff again. Happens, Max, happens. Ho-Oh and Charizard. That is so crazy. That is insane. And yeah, here it was just this line. We picked the middle one, okay. Evolved by level up and flying it was, I think, right? So... Okay. Okay, Neuvan was a good guess. Archeops, Dragonite, Skiploom. Okay, Skiploom would have been banger. Salamence. Crobat being the best. Ah, level up. So level up with the Fang. Okay, because people will just think, okay, I need an item, but you actually have to level up with the item. Also level up with Ancient Power. Mantine is good because level up with Remoraid on your team. So yeah, makes sense. Fire Mono type. Vulpix was a terrible choice. Breaks him. Obvious. Reboot would have been so good. Yeah, coughing. A lot of mono poison types in Gen 1. You wanna tell me? Evolved by level up. Mono type. Like literally everything. And I think people just didn't want to bother just like I did. What's the best one? Oh. Strong, yeah. Not bad. GG. But yeah, you wanna see something funny? This is actually going to be so funny. Stay tight. Look. So you can track when people got their points. Like for me, the red points are like when I got the points. For example, 6 November I got 360 points because this is when I got to Gdansk top 8 and the 1 GC. So 280 plus 80 plus 360, okay? And like now I just got plus 3 because I increased like 1 challenge second place to a win, okay? So you can track and like you have a very funny graph, okay? You wanna see how the graph for Marco Fierro looks? It's just stupid. Since he got 500 points almost for Gdansk finals plus GC second or something into LAIC win. This was 1 week apart. It was 2 weeks apart. Bro got 1,000 championship points in 2 weeks. It is crazy. But yeah, you can also track like championship points, not championship points, but play points. Like play points, I would say people with low amount of play points, they are just crazy good because they don't attend a lot of regionals, they don't attend a lot of, or like not a lot of regions maybe, but too much, but like a lot of locals. For example, Chichiot didn't play a lot of locals, and there's a player who has like 100 play points, and I'm like, what? I need to find that. Like Emerald Man with like 93. Like how many locals do you want to play? And they just say, I play 5 locals per weekend. I do not care about it at all. And that's pretty funny. Like 93 play points is literally not possible. You need to know I maxed out locals, okay? Here, David Carrasco, 93. I maxed out locals, okay? And I played every regional but Birmingham and Seville, and I have 52 play points. How can you have 100? The call for NIC is to not go there, but I want to see like Joe. How many play points does Joe have? Because he goes to literally every region, but he doesn't play a lot of locals, I think. Yeah, Joe only has 58. But then you have like Carson with 30, Wolf with 22, but still people with also over 80. Like Lorenzo has 99. And this region isn't even counted. Like he has over 100 play points. It's nuts. But yeah. 100. He is trying so hard. He played the Johannesburg special event, but Bo is trying so hard. Like he literally plays everything. Okay, thank you. So yeah, so these are the achievements. We've got Dillon, his best achievement, top 16. Now he's in top 4. Very well done. And Luca with Knoxville, top 4 twice, international finalist twice in seniors, regional champ, regional top 8. So Luca Paz is a really, really good player. Dillon didn't look too great in the last set, but he just beat a Lunala Miraidon, I think. So it's just another Lunala Miraidon, and then another Lunala Miraidon standing in his way. So let's see. No, Jade, no. Just watch it, watch the stream and play. Actually, hit me up with a DM. I think I have a I think for Utrecht. Wait. I think for my next locals, I am already locked in what I'm going to use, but like I have a local next weekend, and I already know what to use there. So yeah. But you can still message me. Mackenzie, I crashed out so crazy. Like, only terrible plays. This stream has been nuts. I think we had not a single round that was clean. Not a single one. Oh, no. This sounds terrible. Literally ass. Aim versus Lewis. You're going to tell me that it was clean. How Lewis didn't double the Farigiraf when Aim clicked reverse trick room. Or was it the top 8 match? Maybe I'm misremembering, but it was hella not clean. Also, it does not. It does not. Okay, so we see Hans Scarf Miraidon against Lunala AV Miraidon. It's also so funny to not see Specs Miraidon doing that well. Actually, is Specs Miraidon in finals? No, it's AV. I think all Like, we have 4 Miraidon in top 4. 3 of them are AV and 1 of them is Scarf. So, yeah, anyways, we will probably see either a Volt switch into Lunala, maybe a Snarl, maybe a Draco into Miraidon, a lot of stuff that can happen. Interestingly enough, we see a switch from Luca. I don't think it is a good call to switch into Instant, into a low kick. Like, Dillon can go for Volt switch, Lunala, low kick. Luca is the best player in the universe. I mean, if my opponents would throw like this, I would take it. Wait, this did 83. So the next Electro Drift is actually enough to KO. Let's see, does he get a special attack drop? He does not. And Dillon has a Farigiraf, right? Let me check. Milwaukee. Dillon has a Farigiraf. So if he has it, he can go for Electro Drift into Lunala, switch into Farigiraf. So does Luca call him that he didn't bring Farigiraf, or that he doesn't switch into it now? Or do you switch into Ursaluna into the Electro Drift? Would be a crazy play to make, but you don't want to give up your Electric Sea boost as well. It's like switching out Zama, right? Oh, he switches Miraidon, so he didn't bring it. Yeah, it's Ogapon. You lose the Sturdy on Ogapon, which is not great. But with hands, you can damage the Incin. But yeah, the problem still is... I mean, yeah, Luca just set up Trick Room for the hands. So the hands threatens a knockout on the Incin. And you also cannot safely switch into Ursaluna. You can also not safely switch into Miraidon. The problem currently for Dillon is the Lunala, because he doesn't have the best way to deal with the Lunala currently, especially if he brought Ice Rider in the back as well. Ice Rider, Ogapon Cornerstone, and the hands are all not great. Like, the most damage is from the Iron Hands, and the Iron Hands is intimidated. So the Lunala is free to spread some damage with Moonguy's Beam and Moonblasts. And we see the Wild Charge, which does like pitiful damage, and the problem now is that because we see the U-turn, I understand why Luca didn't U-turn the Ogapon, because he didn't want to U-turn into a spiky shield, but now it's a free switch into Ursaluna, unless Dillon calls it and goes for Power Whip into Instant. That way you trap the Instant on the field, so it's not a terrible idea, but based on how I saw Dillon play, like, Power Whip is actually a good play because you force the Instant to stay on the field. And he just Ivy Cudgel, yeah. And now, actually it KO'd, but now the Ursaluna gets its Flame Orb going. And the cool part is that Iron Hands is still full life, so it is not threatened by a KO from the Facade. Like, you can Terra the hands to always survive a move, but you are -2 now since Incineroar switched in, and Incineroar is also threatening a Fake Out. So, actually the Iron Hands is damaged. Wait, how did it get damaged? Wait. Why he clicked Wild Charge and then the U-turn. So this might be Facade range. It's close. But Luca technically threatening a double knockout with Facade and Flare Blitz. And Luca probably knowing that his Ursaluna outspeeds the Iron Hands, because we saw multiple times that the Iron Hands from Dillon is not min speed, because he's min speed Kelly Ice. And the Ursaluna from Luca probably is min speed. But what you need to know is that there's still probably a Kelly Ice waiting in the back. And the Kelly Ice has Glacial Lance and is min speed. So this is a Miraidon sacrifice. Yeah, you don't want to take any damage on your Kelly Ice. So we just see the Miraidon. I mean, Choice Scarf Miraidon. You will, like, you cannot stall out the Trick Room. And the Spiky Shield is actually very good, because the Instant, I think, yeah, the Instant went into the Spiky Shield, and I think Instant now is in Glacial Lance range. 46 HP, I think this is Glacial Lance range, honestly. So you can just go into Kelly Ice now, and you can just go for Glacial Lance, follow me, and then you get Iron Hands in. Well, you cannot Fake Out, I guess, because the Ursaluna will go Terra Ghost nonetheless. But there's the Calyrex, right? And what Luca has to do is, I think he has to click Earthquake. Or he hopes that Glacial Lance does not KO. He can also switch Instant. Since there are 2 turns of Trick Room, he can switch Instant. But if you switch Instant, next turn Calyrex protects, and then Trick Room is also over. So, do you Earthquake, and then you have... Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. And then you have to win a speed tie. It comes down to a speed tie every single time. And a 50-50. Like, Luca has to win a speed tie and a 50-50 to win the game. Because Dillon, as I said, he tosses Overpawn, goes for Glacial Lance. And then... I think it's not even a mind game. Because... I think 2 Earthquakes are not enough to KO Kelly Ice. So, oh my god, he survived. Oh my god, he clicked Earthquake. If he clicked Facade U-turn, like Facade and Correct U-turn, or pretty much anything that is not Earthquake, I would have also assumed that it KOs, honestly. I can understand for Earthquake. Now he looks like... He looks really bad for going for Earthquake here, but I respect it. So you have to Facade Kelly Ice. But the Kelly Ice could protect. And that's what I mean with it's a mind game and a 50-50. Because of a speed tie. I think he will... 1 turn of Trick Room. The Kelly and the Ursaluna are speed tying. It's literally... Can you not just go for Glacial Lance and Drain Punch into Mirai? Because the Mirai doesn't have Dazzling Gleam. Glacial Lance, Drain Punch. You force the Ursaluna to attack the Calyrex. And even if you lose the speed tie, you Drain Punch with Miraidon. And then next turn your hands is faster and you Wild Charge with Ursaluna. Okay, he rather Protect. He didn't go for Protect. Which is the best play from Dillon, I think. So, let me explain. This is a double knockout? Or does Miraidon survive that? No, it does not. So, let's say... Okay. You need to listen carefully. Let's say Dillon goes for... like, Luca has to Facade the Kelly Ice if the Kelly Ice goes for Glacial Lance. Let's say he does that and he wins with Speed Tie. Then... the Iron Hands is free to click Drain Punch into the Miraidon. The Miraidon clicks Draco, does like 40%, and Iron Hands recovers a lot of HP. And then next turn, you can Wild Charge with Ursaluna because Trick Room ends, and then the Ursaluna has to click Protect, so you get another Draco off, and then maybe with Draco into Recoil into another Draco, you can KO the hands. It would be close, I assume. But maybe it's enough to KO the hands. So a lot of like weird 50s because there's the speed tie 50, there's the 50 if the Kelly goes for Protect, and then if the Kelly goes for Protect there would be a next 50 because it's still a speed tie. Actually no, it's not because then Miraidon outspeeds and just KOs Kelly Ice probably, but it's not Specs, so I think since Specs does like 90%, he was at 60, I would say he probably survives an Electro Drift, so it's another 50, because after Burn, Glacial Lance, KO, so too many 50s. Yeah. I know, Mike, I played Farigiraf at Worlds. Sometimes, I know, like, you can't just go for Fake Out, because if they switch into Farigiraf, sometimes you end up in a better position, but, yeah. I was really mad, Mario. Unfortunately, I was really mad because if he clicks low kick, even I think Dillon's hands was faster. But if you just click Sacred Fire, you have 2 chances to burn. And if you get the burn, you win the game. So, yeah. He just had... And it's so sad because look at Iron Threads against Luca's team. He would have farmed it, and then in finals, he would have farmed again. So Joey, like... game 3, he said, okay, I should have clicked Tailwind and low kick or something, but that would have probably lost anyways. A helping hand low kick. But it was the game 2 where he should have just clicked Sacred Fire instead of Tailwind. But anyways, we see Miraidon Farigiraf as an adjustment and Incineroar Lunala as an adjustment. Like, both players were adjusting. And... Like, Luca can switch Incin into Lunala, but somebody could give Dillon a signal that he does that, so he could click Helping Hand Draco into the Incin. Actually, is it okay to joke about that, or is that a little too toxic? So yeah, like, you can hard switch Incin into a Saluna and set up Trick Room, but that can go wrong in multiple ways. Draco Meteor into that slot, reverse Trick Room from Farigiraf, and stuff like that. We see Terra Electric on the Miraidon. And does that mean he goes for Electro Drift, or does he just want the defensive Terra for Moonblast? But no, we just see Electro Drift into Lunala though. Luca shaking his head like crazy, because with Farigiraf probably clicked Foul Play into that slot as well. We just see a Moonblast, no drop, and a Foul Play. And yeah, Luca not happy with that. Luca absolutely not happy with that, because now you cannot like switch into a Saluna and set up Trick Room unless you switch into a Saluna and you Terra Trick Room. You Terra your 20% Lunala to set up the Trick. Oh, he brought Urshifu. Oh, he didn't bring Miraidon. Oh my god, this is over. Dillon is in the finals. And that means... I don't want to jinx it, but like... Wow. Yeah, as I said, switch Terra. This is weird. Yeah, I agree, Mike. I agree. But so the only hope is, but even then, Farigiraf outspeeds Lunala next turn. There's still Kelly Ice. You have no Terra against the Kelly Ice anymore. I guess you have Incin, but the Kelly Ice is also clear Amulet, so your Ursaluna is always threatened for a KO. I think this is... Music is a bit too loud. Chad was complaining that... Oh my god, okay, very bad. Better now? Oh, and it worked. But at what cost? Is the music better now? Okay. Since... Do you switch Lunala now? Like, you need every resource you can get. But you can also... Like, as long as Farigiraf is on the field, you cannot fake over Kelly Ice. So... You have to switch Lunala because there's a Psychic heading into Lunala's way. You have to switch Lunala. If you lose Lunala, you lose to Kelly Ice. It's a fact. Okay. Psychic. It's so free to go for Psychic because even if Luca switches into Incin, then you get Kelly Ice in and you can just go for Glacial Lance. I guess you risk getting Willowed because you can also not Terra Fire anymore because you Terra Electric your Miraidon. So it's like not over, but he can also go for Helping Hand High Horsepower. So as long as Lunala stays and you Psychic, like if Lunala dies now, it's over, pretty much. Yeah. So it is very tough for Luca to come back out of this, but if he plays perfectly, he can definitely still win this. It's like not as over as I made it. Like you understand? Okay, there's the Ogerpon. And probably, is it Hands or is it Ice Rider last? I assume it's Ice Rider because Ice Rider actually speed types with Ursaluna. There's a reverse Trick Room. And the Ogerpon is not intimidated. So Ogerpon, like, Helping Hand Ivy Cudgel into Incin is very likely. So you have to switch like, you have to make the call. Does he click Helping Hand Ivy Cudgel into Incin? Then you have to switch Incin into Urshifu. Or does he power with the Ursaluna? Then you have to protect Ursaluna and U-turn with Incin. Actually, like... I was also thinking if you just attack... Man, Luca is crazy. Who does something like that? Like A, B, A, B, A, B. Oh, I can't stand it. Anyways, we see the switch and Earthquake. Because he says, okay, there's a helping hand Ivy Cudgel into the Shifu slot. Into the instant slot. Because that slot cannot protect. And he was right again. So he got the next call right. So that's the third hard read in the row that he got correct, by the way. But I think it would have been better to switch into Urshifu because Lunala is still important for Kelly Eyes. Because the problem now is... Actually, it's not too bad. You have to switch into Instant now. Do you have to? Yeah, you have to. Well, the problem is, I understand Urshifu as well, but okay, he wants to play with Speed Tie. Why the fuck did he go into Miraidon? You always go into Eva. Wait, you always go into Eva, Kelly Ice. He bought Volcarona last. But his Volcarona has Protect to stall out the last turn. Oh wait, there's no Trick Room up. I'm stupid. I thought it was one more turn of Trick Room. I thought, my bad. Timeout. I thought Trick Room was still up. He can just click, he always forces a KO with an Electro move into Urshifu. And he can Psychic with Ursaluna. I thought Trick Room was up, man. Yeah, Miraidon safe out. Yeah, as I said, timeout. Oh, he clicks Helping Hand Draco. Wait, that's bad. That's freaking bad. Wait. You know what's crazy? If he clicked Psychic or Foul Play, he pretty much always wins the game because then Ursaluna is in range for 2 more Psychics or 2 more Foul Plays. Like, you click Psychic, Ursaluna takes the Psychic, you go Kelly Ice. Next turn you just click High Horsepower into Instant Psychic into Ursaluna. You survive the Facade with Fairy Graph, and then you just Electro Drift with Instant, One-Shot with Instant, and Psychic with Ursaluna. Since there's no Trick Room, yeah. And now he loses. Because Instant is faster than Calyrex. And we will see Flare Blitz into Calyrex, Facade into Farigiraf. That is insane. That is insane. Unless 2 Psychics KO Ursaluna after Flame Orb, which I don't think it's able to do. Oh! We can also go for the guaranteed loss. He goes for Foul Play. Is Foul Play stronger? Psychic is stronger. Right? That is actually a bad crit for Luca. That is actually a terrible crit for Luca. That is a terrible crit. Now it comes down to a Speed Tie, right? Or does Dillon go for Draco into Ursaluna? Nah, then he loses to Instant. I think it comes down to a Speed Tie. I think you always click Protect. I think you still always click Protect as Luca. Because you click Protect Flare Blitz. Because if Miraidon click... Oh, this makes no sense. Because if this is a Draco now... Unless... He goes for the double. And... Mrs. Draco. What the actual fuck? Does Earthquake KO his own Instant? Dillon, like, double take Draco is so terrible. I have no words. Oh, he KOs his own Instant. Did he crit his Instant? No. It's just an OKO. So it comes down to a Speed Tie. Double crit Draco into Draco miss is insane. If he, like, he had so much better lines. See, he went for a line that only wins 33% of the time instead of going for a line that wins 50% of the time, and he wins the speed tie. How can you get rewarded like that? How can you get rewarded like that? Luca is so mad. Luca is literally so mad. Because let's say, let's go back to this situation. So let's say Dillon doesn't get the double take, but connects with Draco. Draco, Ursaluna, dead. Flare Blitz, Kelly, dead. And then Miraidon, Draco, instant, does not KO. Flare Blitz, like, he takes one burn now, and then I would say Flare Blitz into the next burn is enough to KO Miraidon. So, yeah, Draco, like, why would you not just click Electro Drift into instant and Glacial Lance, which is a win in 50%. Luca full for using EQ. I would not call it a throw, because actually, you always facade Calyrex, right? Do you always facade Calyrex? Well, Arknor, the best play from Dillon is to click Electro Drift into instant. You cannot expect your opponent to go for the biggest choke in the career. Like, double tagged is never the play. Literally never. And then EQ is always the win. Like, double tagged is literally never the play. And the funny part is that, you know what's so sad about all this? If Luca... so Luca got a crit, which made him lose the game. And Luca got a Draco miss, which also made him lose the game. Because let's say the Draco connects with Ursaluna. Ursaluna dies, Miraidon drops to -2. The Miraidon is Scarf, not Specs. So then next turn, Miraidon goes from -2 Draco into instant. How much does that do? I would say 50. Okay? And then instant KOs Calyrex with Flare Blitz. Miraidon takes burn damage this turn and the next turn. And then Flare Blitz KOs the Miraidon next turn because the -4 Draco, even after -2 Draco plus Flare Blitz recoil, it would not KO the instant. That's my call. We can calculate together. Let's say the instant has no spit F because it looked very, like, it has to be like max death because the Glacial Lance did 42 HP. Let's say it's 116 adamant, 42 HP. Wait, how did this? Double target. So, like, it has to be a lot of defense into instant. Man, like, I don't know, like this, 130, 156, I don't know. And then Miraidon, Modest, Scarf, Draco, -2 into -4, never KOs, even with Flare Blitz recoil. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Cone. He needed, like, so Luca got a crit on Farigiraf. If he doesn't crit, he wins, but he gets the crit. Okay, that's rough. Okay, Luca needs the non-double tagged to win. Okay, rough. He needs the Draco to connect with Ursaluna, to connect his own Ursaluna. Doesn't get it. That is insane. That is like, what the fuck? What do you mean the miss didn't matter, Aris? If the miss, like, if he didn't miss, Luca would have won if the Draco connected his own Ursaluna. Because then Ursaluna dies, instant hits into the protect. Next turn, Draco, instant KOs Kelly. Next turn, Draco, instant KOs Mirai. That's what I was saying, Cone. You play the 50% and not the, okay, he misses Draco and gets a double tag. He played for like 10%. He plays for the 3% chance. He has a 50% chance to win, but he can go for the 3%, and he got the 3%. No, wait, okay. No. He targeted with Saluna. Dude, in this board position, you have like many plays, but Draco into a Saluna double tagged is probably one of the worst you can go for, and he gets the good miss and double tagged. This is a treat. I will prepare this treat in case he wins. Nah, Jade, you didn't miss the finals. You missed the semifinals. Yeah, he also Terror Walk Ivy cudgeled in. Oh my god. I somehow have to fit this in here as well. It's like. He clicked Terror Walk Ivy cudgel into an Iron Threads. Nah, that would be toxic, but it's a fact. Dude. Okay, so Dillon doesn't understand. Like, this makes me. Like, I don't. Like, all respect to Dillon. Phenomenal performance to getting into finals. But Dillon doesn't know shit about Pokemon and stands in the finals. And that makes me cry, because that makes me think that I can never be the best in the world, because everybody can win. I mean, look, if you are that honest, based on his stream games, he does not know how to play. Against a Terra Ground Iron Threads, he clicked Glacial Lance, Terra Walk, Ivy Cutter into the Iron Threads when there was no Glacial Switch in available anyways. So I don't know who actually, I know who Benjamin Paul says. Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, because EUAC seniors. Yeah. This is too much. But the cool part is, both of them are playing. Like, this is not a game. Like, my game against Eric Rios, for example, we both were qualified for Worlds. I had the I had the auto invite, he didn't. But like, it's at least the finals where it's not auto invite player versus non-auto invite player. Now it's not auto invite against not auto invite. And actually, you need to understand. Andrew has to win this thing. I want to know, like, okay, Is it like, is every player on here? It's actually, it's the top 500. Is Andrew like, actually I can do second page. Andrew Ding. So he also, like, he didn't play any GCs, he didn't play any locals. I will check the second page. Okay, does he have more than 100 CP? Okay. He is literally sitting at 0 CP right now. I guess, would you say it's possible for a player like Andrew? He now has 320 confirmed. Would you say if he plays NAIC and, what's the next tournament? There's another NA tournament, right? Portland or something? If he plays these two tournaments, can he still get to 1000 CP? Like, without getting an auto invite. Like, I guess he can get second at Portland as well when he's at 640. And then he gets top 8 at NAIC and then he's at 1000. I gotta read something. I was not on Discord for like years. A lot of 2-1s actually. The last 2 stream matches were 2-0, but other than that, 3 2-1s. Pretty cool to see. But after that, I will, like after the finals, I will end the stream. You do not have to expect that I will ladder or like talk a lot about the meta because I'm live for 6 hours again. And it's late. Don't judge me. He could also get points from a GC, true, like 150. He can also like grind locals now. I'm really curious to see. I don't think he will, because he said he would quit. Now he sits there. And the funny part is, like, for Andrew, he just saw how this guy played. Like, it's the same match as in the semifinals, just one small difference. Andrew is... Actually, is there a difference between Andrew and Luca? I think Andrew is running parting... Andrew is running parting shot instead of U-turn. Big difference spotted, right? Also, no, Luca is running Whimsicott and Andrew is running Grimmsnarl, so it's actually a different team. Yeah, Andrew has Grimmsnarl, yeah. I realized. So, let's see. What do you chat? Do you think winning a GC should give you an auto invite? Then Suika would have 3 auto invites. I mean, it would be fair. But yeah, he is not U-turn. He is parting shot, and yeah, he has the Grimmsnarl instead of Whimsicott. Man, this team makes me cry. I'm really curious, like, how good was Choice Band Urshifu actually? Like, we've seen this team, like, how many times did we see this team on stream now? 8? We saw it Chilyang Tang in day 1, and then we saw Andrew twice now, we saw Carson, we saw Luca, like, overall these 6 with Choice Band Urshifu. We never saw Choice Band Urshifu do anything, but do we think it's good? I don't know. Yeah, like Durant, Goffetel, Was Durant Goffetel on the same team that he win Collinsville with? I just remember there was Melodic with Coil, Muddy Water, Hypnosis, Recover. There was Sylveon. Okay, yeah, bad. Anyways, finals time, okay? Chat, get excited. Oh, Miraidon against Miraidon. But one of the Miraidons is faster, but the other one has light screen support. But you wanna go for light screen, you wanna go for reflect. I already know what Dillon is going to click. 1,000 bucks he clicks Volt Switch into Grimmsnarl and Glacial Lance. Just do it, man. This move order is criminal. Protect, Trick Room, Glacial Lance, high horsepower is literally unviable. Why does he click Terra Electric? Can somebody explain why he clicks Terra Electric? I guess without Terra Electric, if Grimmsnarl gets up a screen, it's not a KO because it's just Scarf Miraidon and not Specs. Nah, people who time out are just shit at the game, fuck. Sorry to say, you just do not time out, okay? Also, what just happened? Was that just a black screen? I looked away. To not die to Draco? What do you mean, Mike? It's Scarf. With Scarf Miraidon, surely is not going to be outsped by the AV Miraidon. Okay, my bad, Jade. My bad. I also timed out today, by the way, because I was playing 3 tournaments at once. I was playing my official Smogon Doubles tournament game. I was playing VCL, and we will talk about VCL just for a little second after that, and then I will head to bed. But yeah, Ogapon and Electro Drift probably into Ice Rider. Yeah, then like you don't Electro Drift the Mirai. Oh my god. Close, but not a KO, and that's a big Glacial Lance. I mean, Reflect is up, and the team is really, like, Lunala with Electric Seed behind screens is like cheating. You have a 1.5 boost from the Electric Seed, you have Shadow Shield, and you have a Reflect. Like, this Lunala is not taking any damage. Okay, I will revert my what I just said. All the players that time out are the best players in the world. Anyways, we see Calyrex Ogapon now, and Calyrex Ogapon is not the best board. I mean, Ivy Cudgel has a high crit chance, but the Miraidon is not the problem, I think. You wanna keeping Kelly Ice alive makes a ton of sense, and breaking the Shadow Shield makes a ton of sense, because keeping Kelly Ice alive is important against the Ursaluna, because if Andrew again sets up the Trick Room with Lunala, the Ursaluna goes ham. So it's very smart to keep the Calyrex alive. It's possible that we see Volt Switch Trick Room, and that would be not amazing. Okay, the Ogapon is faster than the Miraidon. Then it's Volt Switch Trick Room, right? Oh, it's not. Okay, breaking the Sturdy and getting the KO on Kelly Ice makes sense. Also covers for a Miraidon switch to get a special attack drop and Trick Room. Well, the hands can just low kick the Miraidon now and get a KO. But you also want to have hands on the board as a fresh Pokemon so that you can fake out the Ursaluna. Well, if you get the KO on Miraidon now, the Ursaluna at least doesn't have the Flame Orb, and you still have Redirection with Ogapon. I don't know. Bad play. Terrible. Okay, somebody, like, this Dillon guy is... He just, like, this Miraidon is going to Volt Switch, and then the Flame Orb gets activated. You have no Fake Out up. This shit made no sense. Yeah, and Volt Switch, and now you're facing down the full life, Flame Orb activated Ursaluna. Why did he not low kick the Miraidon? 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 Why did he not low kick with a Rhydon? It's just a game. It's literally over. No matter what you... He can always click White Guard Earthquake. How do you cover White Guard Earthquake? Nice Miraidon. He didn't think through this at all. White Guard Earthquake. Like, Andrew Ding is a methodical player. It's obvious what he goes for. It's White Guard Earthquake. Oh, it's White Guard Earthquake. Insane. Honestly, Andrew plays beautifully. He plays beautiful Pokemon. In the top 4 set, he made no mistakes. It was a full mirror, to be fair, but he made no mistakes. And now in the finals, it was obvious what he clicks every single turn, but it was enough. It was enough. But what I wanted to say about VCL, he will just click White Guard Facade by the way now. It doesn't matter. Like, I wanted to talk about VCL just for 1 sec. I played a very big team tournament with VCL, and my team is so busted. So, standings. We won the last week, by the way. So we are currently... I'm in Supernova VGC. It's a Spanish team, and we have 28 points. Like, we are first by a mile. Like, Team Austral, they already played. As you can see, 3 plus 2 plus 7 is 12, and we only have 11 matches played. And now the regular phase is over, and we are first place. It's fucking insane. With 5 points difference to the second. How does this work now? We are qualified for the Master Cup, and the second place plays against the third place, so we have 1 week off, and the winner plays against us. And like, our team is so stacked. We have like the best Spanish players: Alberto Caniello Gomez, Juan Pereiro, Adrian Isidoro, Juan Garcia, Victor Jimenez Col, Alex Soto, and I decided to join the team as well. And you know what's also cool? I always lose the MVP. Tobias Stegelmann, I won today, okay? So I am 9-3, and with 9-3 after 12 weeks, I am guaranteed, like, Juan and Tobias cannot play. As I said, like, this team Austria already played. But with 9-3, Nicolo is 9-1. So even if he lost this week, he's 9-2. So I will end up at second place. Don't ask me what this picture is. I think it's cool. Hi, that's me. But yeah, I ended up second, and you wanna know what I used? Count the amount of Zamazenta I used. 0. Like, in Reg G I used Kelly Ice Tank Team, I used Kowaidon, like, this was, like, I played against Polar Bear with the Polar Bear team, which is funny. When I played the Wiley team, I got a free win as well. I played the Wolf team, and I played, the Hatrikum team, Mian Shao, Terapagos. With this, I played a full mirror against Juan Salerno, and he won every Koraidon speed and then I was like, okay, Reg I is S. Then I went back to Reg G. I played against a Smeargle that won every Wild Guard Follow Me Mind game. Smeargle is S. And then in Reg I played these two teams. This team looks familiar. And yeah, pretty cool. Back to the drawing board. I've been told Andrew has 0 points. He does. Like, we just looked it up. He has... I only knew that he has less than 80. So, 0 made sense. But yeah, let's see who wins this final. Also, if you think I play any ladder, you are wrong. So, the next tournaments for me will be very bad. I'm down bad. No, that's not something you should say. Anyways, I like the Hands Kelly Ice adjustment because you could technically go for fake out Glacial Lands. But Andrew, I think Andrew just goes for Reflect Lunana switch. Like hard switch. Do you fake out the Grim? Excuse-moi? Okay, fake out the obvious Lunala switch and set up Trick Room for the Ursaluna. I mean, that's an option. What is fake out Trick Room for an ass play? Reflect Lunala switch. Literally, I know how Andrew is thinking. Like, Andrew and I are like this. Andrew and I are like the best players in the world. Oh, switch with... Like, who would have seen that coming? I'm upset. Wait, he brought Volcarona. Okay, he is struggling. Volcarona Fadrici back. He said, okay, Scarf Miraidon is not terrible, but okay, Glacial Lance Wild Charge. We see Moongeist Beam into Kelly Ice and Spirit Break into hands. How much does this do? Quit. I mean, that's just GG. This was one of the worst finals we've had. Like... Can someone name me a regional that... Like... Obviously, no disrespect. Congrats to Dillon to get so far. And maybe the game is not over yet. But there's still, like... You set up the Trick Room for, like, the Ursula. Yeah. Like, okay, so the last 2 NA regional finals were literally not worth watching. I mean, that is not bad. Maybe you can burn the Grimmsnarl, you get Rocky Helmet damage as... This actually makes more sense. Because Andrew didn't want to give him a... Like, if you just go for Spirit Break, you give him a free switch. So, yeah. 2 turns of Trick Room. Dude, I said it to Luca, and I would say it to Dillon as well. Spamming, like, doing AB, 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 AB is fucking annoying. Actually fair, Mario. I mean, like, my content is here to help people and not just insult others. And I say it every time. I don't mean no harm and everything. But yeah, like, this Grimmsnarl switches to Ursaluna now. And, oh, he switched to Ursaluna. Do we see a white card? Yeah. Okay. Show me your moves, Dillon. At least Trick Room is ending soon, but the screens are not. You get a special attack boost. Yippee. Nah, it's just... Let's be honest, it's just over. Okay, I will prepare the tweet on my second screen. Hold on. Okay. KOs. I mean, double up into the no protect one. Like, what is the Volcarona going to do? I mean, now Trick Room is over, so the Volcarona could claim a KO on the Lunala. But I think Andrew can also just switch into Miraidon with Lunala and facade with Volcarona now. Okay, I mean, you can also do that to get a safe switch into Miraidon. It's not losable anymore. Okay. My treat is ready. I just need your approval in a little bit. Oh, oh my god, what a surprise. And now he goes to Miraidon. Wow. Oh, he clicked Miraidon. Wow. Oh, he will click Electro Drift into Calyrex and Facade into... Oh, actually, wait a second. Wait, Andrew can still Terra, never mind. So I was thinking about like protecting Calyrex. Dude. Actually, with a crit? Hold on. Yeah, like this was obvious. I don't know why Dillon didn't try to get a little more damage on the Miraidon, because we know that the hand is faster than the Ursaluna, and the Calyrex Ice is speed tank. You can go for fake out Glacial Lance. Okay, listen. You can go for fake out Glacial Lance and crit Glacial Lance on the Miraidon, but since he didn't try to target the Miraidon with Farigiraf, even a crit doesn't KO Terra Electric Miraidon. So, I mean, fake out Glacial Lance is his best play. If Andrew goes for Terra Ghost and switches to Grimmsnarl, I can understand like Andrew switching Miraidon to Grimmsnarl and go for Terra Ghost on the Ursaluna. Okay, but that is also not amazing because Dillon could have clicked Wild Charge into the Ursaluna. Yeah, like if Dillon clicked Wild Charge into the Ursaluna plus Glacial Lance, Dillon would have still lost because when he has Electro Drift into Kelly Ice and Spirit Break into hands, but then the hands can still Terra, Drain Punch KO, and then it's a 2v1. But yeah, like Dillon played. Okay, crit. Okay. Even with like a double crit, like Andrew said, okay, I crit Pokemon. When he comes back for his first tournament and wins it all. Nice. This is the tweet. What do you think, chat? There's no toxicity. It's a nice tweet. Sums up Regulation I pretty well. Like I put the Andrew in brackets because I want to figure out what his Twitter is so I can tag him. That makes sense, Mario. That makes a lot of sense. Did he say why he quit Pokemon? He apparently hated the new format, like the new Swiss format, and also he didn't have much time anymore, and he didn't enjoy it, especially like his last tournaments. I mean, we can take a look. He said his last tournaments were really bad. So he finished 5-3 at Worlds, 4-4 at NAIC. Yeah. Especially after you stop 5-1 at Worlds. He had a round 1 bye as well. I don't care if it's toxic, I would post it. Okay. Does that work? It's far away. Oh. Thanks. No! I misclicked. I was not looking. It didn't save. I gotta end the stream and then I have to look at the VOD. Average Michael moment. Literally average Michael moment. Anyways, I hope this is your biggest fumble. Yeah, people, oh my god. This was a blunder. I will use more chess terms from now on, because I'm coming from chess, so watch out. Next stream will be a chess stream. I don't know. Grimsnight instead. Why Grimsnight? Oh no, I don't want people to now use Grimsnight to just spam T-Wave. Oh. So I will wait you to... Marco is probably ending his stream. Eric as well. Like, do you know, like, who could not end the stream? Like, who could still be laddering? I don't care. I will still send you to Marco. Here you tweet. Actually, oh my god, Maxim, you are so smart. Okay. Now I just have to figure out congrats to... If I do @Andrew. Yep. Congrats to Andrew Tate. Boom. Nah. Surely Play Pokemon already posted. Like congrats to blah blah blah. Like Victory Road probably posted it, right? Victory Road. Okay, I shut up. It's Valentine VGC. Perfect. Oh, thank you, Steam. Congrats to Valentine. That's another clip for your clip. You know what I mean, Maxime. You know it. So, anyways, who is looking forward to Regulation? I am certainly not. But I thought the same in the beginning of Reg G, and Reg G is one of my favorite formats. It's not because of the results, but because I found teams that I actually enjoyed. Like, I enjoyed Sama so much. I also enjoyed my Kelly Ice Hard Trick Room team. So, yeah. What do you think? Like, is there a team people might enjoy? Like, I don't enjoy playing Grimmsnarl. I played Grimmsnarl today. I played the Adi team. You know, like the Ho-Oh with Lefty's Ho-Oh, Miraidon. And I got, like, my opponent clicked Behemoth Bash with their Zamazenta into my Grimmsnarl turn 1, got a crit. My Ho-Oh got crit. And that's why I will never use screens again. But if you have anything that is like consistent, my DMs are always open. Trying to get teams from my viewers. Also, I will be like videos will be back. So if you want to learn a lot and get free teams, exclamation mark YouTube, boom. Damn. Awesome play. Very clean games. Not greeting for chaos when you can get them, and also overall nice. Okay, I have it. Okay, boom. Yo, did I just get a raid? Yo, Rahim! Present! Thank you for your raid. Sorry, I just thought I was so locked in. Hallo Leute, ich mache englischen Content. Hi, na, was geht? For those who don't know why I'm just talking German, Rahim is a German streamer, Present is a German streamer. It's weird. Wie fandet ihr das Regional? Hi, I'm Jew, German. What? Okay. War krass. Well, the finals were very disappointing. But it do be like that. In Reg G1, I kind of sucked, but Reg G2 was one more of the best. Yeah, I agree. Like, it's interesting how different Reg G2 was than Reg 1. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid again. I hope you enjoyed everything. Like, crazy stream matches. Joey, unfortunately, lost in top 8. You probably saw that as well. Of course, Pedro. Also, Pedro, I need to know, because your name is just Pedro VGC. Are you the Pedro that won the one regional undefeated? Or are you Pedro from my MPA team? Like, I know 3 Pedros, so I need to know, maybe you are one of them. Luca pass game was very cool to watch. It was very cool how how the opponent bailed out on getting crit and missing Draco and getting a double take. It was very sick. I'm a different one. Damn. I will watch out for you. Is Ho-Oh real? It's alright. I would not say it's real, but it's better than I anticipated. Like, I in the beginning, I was like, oh, Ho-Oh is going to be sick. After 1 week, I was like, okay, Ho-Oh is maybe a fraud. And now I'm like, okay, Ho-Oh is decent. Now I know 4. Yeah, now I know 4. So everyone ended the stream. Rios, Gomez, Marco. Damn, it's over. So I cannot rate you to anyone. It's rough. No, wait. Okay, you know what? I will rate you to the TCG finals. If you wanna watch the other part of the regional, I guess. Electrically. Okay, you know what? I really like... you don't have to stay there, but people will feel very happy when they get a raid, a huge raid, you know? Especially if they are smaller streamers, you know? And that's why I will rate you to Electrically, I think it is. She is laddering to Master Ball, so she is 1 game away. I just saw she is 9-7. If she wins now, she gets into Master Ball. You should stay for that. She is using a crazy team with Iron Jugglist, Kelly Ice Maridon. I will rate you right now. And thanks again for raid, Raheem. Unfortunately, I'm not doing more than this. 6.5 hours was long already. But what I want to say is thank you guys so much again for the support today. We are now back. I will not promise anything, but I will see you. I don't know when. gotta get back into life and everything. But until next time, bye bye.